The title of my talk is, What Hasn't Emma Done? Academics are ordinarily evaluated in three categories: research, teaching, and service. The most important of these for PhD students is research. And so I will start there, but I want to give you a few highlights of Emma's accomplishments in her time here that I have gleaned from her CV. Emma will be leaving USC with 11 publications, 21 competitive conference papers, the top student paper in the Visual Communication Division of ICA Award, and last year the unanimous winner of the top graduate student paper at the Alta Argumentation Conference. In the category of teaching, there are only two things you need to know. The first is that she was the very first Annenberg student ever to receive the Provost Mentored Teaching Fellowship given by the graduate school, which enabled her to design and deliver her own senior level course in public controversies. And the second thing you need to know is that she has the rare distinction of being a fellow of the university-wide Center for Excellence in Teaching. Service is not usually a big part of a PhD student's repertoire. But Emma has been very active in the university graduate student government as both Director of Campus Affairs and Director of Community Service and Special Events. She is a former president of our own Annenberg Communication Graduate Student Association, and she is the co-founder and director of something called the Annenberg Research Conversations, which is a fabulous effort intended to connect PhD students and undergraduates who are interested in participating in research projects, possibly thinking about graduate school, and so on. Earlier today, she received the USC Arete Student Recognition Award and the Richard Cohn Award for Graduate Civic Scholarship. From these facts, you should glean two things. First, Emma is not afraid of hard work. Second, she is dedicated to community building and to the success of her colleagues and students, as well as to her own. In addition, I want to say something a little bit more personally about three things. Emma did an incredible job as my assistant in planning the Alta Argumentation Conference last summer, and is doing an incredible job as managing editor of the forthcoming volume of Selected Papers. I like to think of myself as a fairly detail-oriented person, but I cannot hold a candle to her. With all due respect to a couple of other former advisees who are here today, Emma, I believe, is the most organized, efficient student I have ever had. Second, Emma wrote a terrific dissertation on a small and insignificant topic, namely the relationship between science and religion in modernity. And because she's Emma, she wasn't satisfied with simply one in-depth case study analysis of a small, uncomplicated topic like climate change. No, she had to throw in the controversy over human origins for good measure. Third, you may know that in the fall, Emma will begin her career as a tenure-track assistant professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. What you may not know is that the position for which she applied was open rank. She was competing against established senior scholars. She was the only student to be interviewed. She didn't get the job, but the department was so impressed that they convinced their dean to fund a new line just for her. One more sentence. Maybe two. Emma is a consummate professional. I'm not sure where she gets that from. It clearly can't be me. And she is an awesome baker. It has been a pleasure and a privilege And the best part about this for me is that I think in her first year, she did not know that she was capable of this. And I believe that she does know that now.